have money for you. And I was like, okay. I'm like, can I call you right back? I'm like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And then they would call me back like adamant. It's like, I was telling him, I was laughing with Rich, I was saying, it's excellent because I've never had anybody so, concerned about that, and that's just not the way.
Yeah.
So difficult. You really got to cover all the bases, and I mean that's why it's great that you guys are involved because it is out there and it is being used and it does generate revenue. When you guys started calling me, I was like, "What do you?" Oh, okay. I had no idea that it was constant and there was actually people charting that, and which is really great. And I wish more people knew about it. I've told my friends, the comedian friends, like, what do I do? I mean, the reason why most of the comedians are comedians is because they're, afflicted with something. And because they don't want to be stuck in a corporate structure. And to tell them to do paperwork to fill something out, even if it represents getting cash, they're still like, what do you mean? So, yeah.
One of the things we're going to ask you to do is to do a little testimonial video for us.
Yeah.
So we could use that to encourage the other comedians.
Absolutely. Is this am I going to this? This one. This one's a little more stable. Okay, you want me to do it now?
No, we'll do it.
Okay, we'll do it later. Okay. Yeah, there's a big tour in town right now too. I saw Bill Burr last night, who's a friend of mine. I told Bill this morning at the radio station. I go,
nice.
Dude, you gotta. He goes, I think I am signed up on that. He's an Irish guy from Boston. He's like, I think I'm signed up, dude. I got it. Typical New England, guy. But
we can check on that.
Yeah. There you go. Like first time you play Caesar's Palace, and there's a guy come up to you right behind the curtain, and he's like, "Don't do any more than 20 minutes. Don't do any less than 19 minutes, or I won't see you here tomorrow night." And you're like, "What?" And they got that thing, boom, music going. You're like, "Okay." You're up there going like this the whole time.
Because you own your own masters, you're getting both the performing royalties as an artist as well as the master.
Well, and then that's the other element of it. Like if the artist doesn't sign up. The guy that owns the masters could sign up, right? And he can collect, but the artist...
He'll collect his share, but the artist will...
Right, and then the artist doesn't sign up, he doesn't know if the agent, if it's going, they don't know where it's going, they don't know who's getting it, they don't know where it's piped, and that's what I liked about you guys. You guys were like super specific, you're like, who are you? And I'm like, I'm the guy. And they're like, well, we got a call from, I go, no, that's my manager, but he like helps me, does a little production stuff on it, but then they're like, no, specifically who's who, and I was like, it's me, I'm the guy. You're like, oh, okay, I'm out of cell reach because we drove up and it, it was unbelievable, so I'm like, I'm going to call you, and then so I got back and I didn't call her right away, and she called me back, she goes, I thought I was going to hear from you today, I was like, oh my God, like, just awesome,
That's great.
And what happens if people don't claim the stuff? It just sits?
It sits.
I mean...
And then, we send out...
Well, that's always a question I'll get from comedian friends, like, well, what's the arrangement? Right. And I'm like, the arrangement, asshole, is if you don't fill out these papers, you're not going to get anything. Right.
All right,
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
We're doing it. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, I'm comedian Bob Marley here at SoundExchange in DC. It's wicked. Wicked. If you've never been to the building, right, because you've heard about SoundExchange, you think it's like two guys in a basement. It's not. It's a huge company. You've got to sign up. If you're an artist, a comedian, I'm a comedian, all my comedian friends, you've got to sign up. You get residuals from internet play, and from satellite radio. You've got to sign up now at SoundExchange. Fill out the forms. I know it's a hassle. It's going to take you an afternoon. You've got to do it, man. You've got to do it. It's a great organization. They're looking out for us. They're looking out for you. Sign up now.